here we have 2 points, and we're going to use them to find an equation of the line. So here we have the base equation, mx plus b, and m is your slope, which can be calculated from y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So the points 1, 2, and 3, 4 are the points we're going to use. So y2 is 4, y1 is 2, x2 is 3, and x1 is 1. That gives you a total of 2 over 2, which is 1. That's your m. Now we take m and plug it back into y equals mx plus b. So we have y equals 1 times x plus b. So now we just plug in a y and an x from one of these 2 points. We'll use 1 and 2. So 2 is your y, and x is your 1, plus b. 1 times 1 is 1, plus b. Subtract 1 on both sides, and you get b equals 1. So now you plug in b back into y equals 1 times x plus b, and you get y equals x plus 1, and there you have it. That's how you find a linear equation from 2 points.
Now to our graph expert, Adam.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you how to find a linear equation from a graph. So the first thing you want to look for is your rise over run, which is the ratio of your y movements to your x movements. So as you can see here, you have 1 y movement and 2 x movements. So your slope then would be 1/2. And to find your y-intercept, you just pick the y-intercept on the graph, which would in this case be -2. And you just plug that into the equation. So now your equation is y equals 1/2 x minus 2. And since this is a multiple choice problem on the SOL, there's always going to be at least one answer that's completely ridiculous that you can eliminate. So that will be D. And now you're just left with y equals 1/2 x plus 2, y equals 2x minus 2, or y equals 1/2 x minus 2, which of course the answer is C. And just a little side note, if the graph rises from the left to the right, it's always positive.
Using technology-enhanced problems, which points correspond with the equations.
8, 3 for the second equation. Y equals 3, 1/4 times 8 plus 1. So 1/4 times 8 equals 2 plus 1, and 3 does indeed equal 3. So you'll drag and drop 8 and 3 to this box. So, like I said before, we have one point which will not work, but just to be safe, we'll recheck on the bottom one. So, y is 6, x is 16, plus 1, that equals 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. That does not work, so that doesn't work for either equation. So now you have your 2 points, which fit into each box, and that's how you solve a technology-enhanced problem for finding which points correlate with which equation.
This has been writing linear equations with given conditions. Peace.